Hey, and thank you for joining us tonight in our secret group. I just want to share a few things with you. I created this group because I'm very interested in sharing what I've learned in the last year or so um, about kindness. I really wanted to put out to the world how important kindness is and what a special thing it is when you can touch someone. Um, And I wanted to show you a couple examples of what I mean by that. There's a company that uses um, cards to be able to touch someone. This is from my daughter, and says, uh, can you imagine anyone being a taxi driver, chef, doctor, therapist, referee, and all in one lifetime? Impossible, you say. Not enough time, you say. No way, you've done it. And then she put a really special note inside saying, thank you for doing it all for us. I'm so lucky to have you as my mommy. I really miss you, and I'm away. And she's in South Korea right now, so this really meant a lot to me. There's a couple other things. I sent my son a birthday card with his picture on when he turned 16. Some really neat things in here of just pictures of our family. And then a really special card I got from my husband for our anniversary, saying you fill my heart with love and happiness, and I'm so lucky to have you, and our pictures on it. And then this one is really special to me. It's got my grandparents on it. They're no longer with me, and this is one of my favorite pictures of them, and now I have it on a card to keep forever, and some of my family. And you guys that know me know that this is something that's not easy for me. I don't get on video, and I don't talk to people a lot because I'm very shy. So this is a really for me to come and share this with you. And I want to invite my friend Darla. I've known Darla for, gosh, I don't know, maybe close to 10 years now. And she's been a big instrument in helping me learn this process. And I want to bring y'all into this on my kindness project.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was great. And to all of you that know Stephanie, you know how shy she is. And she was telling me, Darla, I'm so excited that there's finally going to be a way for me to share this with my friends. And so it's an honor for me to be here to do this presentation for Stephanie on her behalf, because it's done, you think she's excited about it. What it's done for me in my life is huge. And a little bit of backstory is I come from the salon industry. For 19 years, I owned and operated 5 high-end hair salons. And this was 30 years ago. And I built my salons on cards. We sent thank you cards and we appreciate you cards and haven't seen you in a while cards to our clients. And that's truly what kept them loyal to us for so many years, because I had read a story in the Guinness Book of World Record how the #1 salesman in the world, his claim to fame was that he sent cards to every single one of his clients. They got 12 cards throughout the year from him. And I just said, you know what, if he can do it, I'm going to do it. And my husband and I used to always say, wouldn't it be cool if we could put a picture on a card? But it just wasn't possible back then. That was back in the days when we printed them and the labels and the stamps, and it came on these reels, and we had employees handwriting and putting in. I mean, it was a ordeal, but it worked way back then when you couldn't do anything that technology allows today. And so we retired from the salon world a little over 10 years ago. And when we retired, we also retired from sending cards. And that's because email had been born. Email and text messaging and social media was born and all that. And a little over 3 years ago, somebody confronted me with this business, and I was like, I'm not interested. I don't send cards. I don't do cards. I did that for years. I'm over it. I'm done. And I just completely dismissed it and closed off the idea to it. But he was persistent, and he kept after me. And about 4 months after driving me crazy, I broke down, and I said, okay, I'm going to send a card to get you off my back. He kind of tricked me into sending the card. He had us over for a barbecue, and so I felt obligated. And so we made a card to my mom and sent it to my mom. I forgot all about it. 4 days later, my mom calls me, and she's practically in tears about this card. And I'm like, what card are you talking about, Mom? And then finally it hit me. Oh, that card I sent her. And at that moment, everything came full circle and made me realize, oh my gosh, my mother's in her 80s. She doesn't have a cell phone. She doesn't have a laptop or a computer or Facebook or any social media whatsoever. So what does that mean? She never sees us. We don't live by her. And I'm her only daughter with her only granddaughter. I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to start sending her cards. And from that point on, I said, I'm doing this simply just to be in touch with my mom. And it's literally changed her life. I've got all the grandkids sending her cards like crazy. And it's the way for her to be able to be connected with us, because our grandparents used to send cards. And today's generation, they don't print anything. There are no pictures that are getting left behind when they pass on, and you want that picture and that picture and that picture like we do with our grandparents. It's just not there. Here, there's their digital film. Go figure that out. And so that was really the only reason why I got started. And then I remembered that we used to send cards in our salon, and we used to say, wouldn't it be cool if we could put a picture on the front of a card and send it to one of our customers, kind of like this. And that's when it all came full circle to me, that this is a tool to be able to teach businesses how to do what we did years ago. And it's huge, because the number one thing that you need in business to be successful is positive relationships. People that know you, love you, like you, and trust you as a person and a friend before a salesman. And this is how you do it, by being able to say thank you in a heartfelt way, to be able to say congratulations on your baby, sorry for the loss of your mother, I appreciate the referral with a picture of the person, of their friend that they referred, and to be able to build these bonds so that people, so that you can be, instead of front of mind, center of heart. Instead of front of mind, center of heart. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. I do a lot of entertaining and a lot of networking. And I do dinners all the time. So one example, my mother-in-law, I have a Mexican mother-in-law who loves to cook, and she lives alone. So the only time she gets to cook is when she comes to see us. And what does that mean? That we have to gain 10 pounds when she's here, because what is she cooking? Everything fattening and delicious. And so she came to visit, and I had a skinny friend's skinny friend's dinner party, and she cooked for 30 of our friends. And I made this card, and it says gracias, which is thank you in Spanish. And on the inside of it, it's just got pictures from the dinner. My mother-in-law cooking all day long, her setting up and feeding, eating, and everybody eating. And it just is a genuine card in my own handwriting, thanking our friends for coming together for my skinny dinner party. It was kind of a play on words, for my mother-in-law, and how happy it made her feel, and how still to this day she talks about it, and she has this card and looks at our friends' pictures. But what I did is I sent this to all 30 people with one click of a button, and the computer fills out their name and puts it in my handwriting, stuffs it in an envelope, and stamps it and mails it to the people. I don't have anything to do with it. And so, like, for example, if I made these cards right now today, these would be printed, stuffed, stamped, and in a mailbox tomorrow. And where else on planet Earth can you go get a card like this that's going to stay not in a trash can and create the memories for the people that they can always have? Our friends have these hanging up in their house. So just samples. Somebody sent me this from Mother's Day. This is my mom, myself, and my daughter. And I had this picture on Facebook, right? But they took it off of Facebook and turned around and sent it to me with a gift, a beautiful frame where it's sitting in my living room. And I will never forget this person for sending it to me. The emotion and the tears that this picture brought back to me when it came in the mail was nothing that could ever have been triggered or created by a Facebook post or an Instagram post when it's gone in an instant and never seen again until next year. And the reason why is because this is a tangible touch. This releases dopamine. A Facebook post does not release dopamine. In the world today, we have so much depression because of the lack of personal, tangible touch. The lack of, really, believe it or not, a handwritten love note, a handwritten love letter, a card that says thank you. I sent out about 400 Mother's Day cards, and I literally had mothers call me and tell me this was the only card they got from Mother's Day. They didn't even get one from their own kid. All they get is a text or a Facebook post, and that they still have these hanging up, and I make them smile all the time. And so here, now what I want to do from here is I want to share how the system works, how these cards are actually made. And what I'm going to show you can be done right from your phone, or from your computer, either one. It's the same process either way. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to open a browser. Share my screen. Open a browser. Now you too can do this. You can go to sendoutcards.com, and if you've heard of Send Out Cards, hang with me, because this is a 14-year-old company and they just had a $10 million upgrade. So 14 years ago, this company was born and created before social media and email and all those things were created. Okay, this was actually first. And then, so now they just did a $10 million update to make their system faster, to make cards more affordable, to make them easier to purchase and easier to create. So if you saw it 6 months ago or prior, you're going to love it now. So when you go to Send Out Cards, you click on pricing. And what it'll do is it'll pull up the 4 plans that they have. And I'm going to go over them quickly just so you can see where you would fit in. The free one is for somebody who just wants the convenience every once in a while to send a card and they don't want to go to the store. The cards are the most expensive price you can pay for a card, which is $2.75 a card. And then if you want to send a group of cards, like how I sent my Mother's Day group of cards, 20 or more, it knocks it down 50 cents. Now, mind you, your stamp goes on top of this just like it would go on top of your card that you buy at the store. But it's still cheaper than any card you could buy that looks like this. You can't even buy a card that looks like these cards that has the picture in it, that can be in the mail the next day, that stuffs it, stamps it, and mails it for you. They also have a gift store with tons of gifts, baby gifts, wedding gifts, anniversary gifts, brownies, all kinds of stuff. And you pay full price when you're doing it on the basic plan because you're just buying a gift now and then, every once in a while. And they have an incredible customer relations manager system that you can track birthdays and anniversaries and trigger cards to go out into the future, all that kind of stuff. But you wouldn't get access to that with the free account because you just wouldn't need it with just sending a card every once in a while. Now, the enhanced version, this is different because this is somebody who sends an average of 8 to 10 cards a month. This takes your price down to $2.25 a card plus your stamp, $2 for group sends, and you get a 15% discount on the gift store. And you get all access to the customer relations management system, which is cool. Like if you want to set up birthday cards to be sent 10 days before their birthday, or anniversary cards, or set cards up now for the future, it's very cool. These next 2 plans are for people in business, with a business, building a network, avid card senders, or somebody who simply just wants to raise the vibration in their universe. And there's a thing called the law of reciprocity. You put out into the world what you want back. If you put love out, you're going to get love back. If you put hatred out, you're going to get hatred back. And you'd be amazed what a card can do for somebody who's going through hard times, or someone you haven't talked to in a really long time, or somebody who just had a loss or a death, or just grabbing a picture of a newborn baby and sending it to the parents and the grandparents and all the siblings so they can have that memory on print instead of just on Facebook feed. And so these are for people who send cards every day. These come with an unlimited card send plus postage. But let me tell you what kind of cards. Single card sends, which means a card to say happy birthday to a friend. Sorry for your loss. Congratulations on your graduation. Congratulations on your promotion. Look at how cute your new puppy is. Oh my gosh, baby's first tooth lost. You know, caught it on film, caught it on print. Enjoy it. Things like that. Someone's sick. Someone's going through mourning. Someone is just done something special in your life. Someone you want to say I'm sorry to. Someone you want to say I love you to. Those are single card sends. You make the card and you send them. Unlimited, as many as your heart can desire to make, it can make. $97 a month, including postage all over the world. Okay, that's pretty priceless right there. $1.75 for group sends and campaigns. So like you're getting, like my Mother's Day campaign, $1.75 a card. So affordable. Now on those, you do add the stamp. So $2.25 to be able to send a card fully customized, priceless. 30% off of the gift store. So like, for example, if you want to send a box of brownies to a little boy for his birthday and a card, and you have this package, You're getting the card for free plus the postage on the card, and all you're paying for is the gift, the brownies and the postage, which is 30% off, priceless. And you get unlimited access to the customer relations manager. And they also have some bonus options that you get with these two plans where you get extra cards on top of these. The enterprise package is a $50 difference between the premium. And what you get for that $50 is 100 cards that you can send per month in a group send. So for example, my Mother's Day campaign that I sent several hundred cards of, the first 100 came included and the others I paid $1.75 for. And so that is for people who have a business. Maybe you want to send out recall notices or birthdays or haven't seen you in a while or welcome to our team or whatever, something like that, once a month to group sends, then that would be the plan for you. A lot of people will start at the 97 and then move up to the enterprise the following month or the month after that. So this is how the plans work. Now I want to show you how a card works. So here's my card catalog. And there's all kinds of cards, thousands of cards, every category you could imagine. And you can pick your categories here, just because, birthday, celebration, holiday, love, thank you, well wishes. Personally, I like to build my own. I just do, because I'm usually grabbing memories and sending memories back to people. So I pick the card and I pick customize. And here's where you can see all the different types of cards that you can make. They have a flat card, which is like a jumbo postcard, a 2-panel card, a 3-panel card, and an 8x10 jumbo card. The flat card, 2-panel, and 3-panel card are all coming included for free in the unlimited plans. And they also have a postcard, but nobody uses that anymore since they just came out with the flat card. It replaces it because the flat card comes in an envelope and everybody opens greeting cards. They don't open their postcards. Their postcards usually get tossed or lost in the junk mail. They have 3 different types of card stock. The standard is the one that you've seen from both of us. It's very high quality, high end, but they also have a satin and a pearl, which is great for like wedding invitations or wedding announcements, birth announcements, things like that. So then I click next, and then I click on your photo here. Now I can pick from what I've uploaded, or I can go into my social media to my Facebook and pick pictures right from my Facebook. But I'm going to go ahead and show you a cute, adorable picture of my friend's baby from her first 4th of July. I saw this picture and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so adorable. I have to send it to her on a card. And you can also add pictures to the inside, as many as you'd like, and you can write on it too, but I'm just going to keep this a simple card. And if I'm on my phone, I can voice text. Otherwise, I can just type it out. Dear Brooke, adorable Ava's first 4th of July, 2018. Enjoy. And I can spell enjoy right. I can put the font in any one of these fonts. There's all kinds of fonts, but watch this. I can also put it in my own personal handwriting. So this is my own personal handwriting. And I can even sign it with my signature. And that's my signature. And I can even decorate the background of the card with colors if I'd like to add color to the back to make it look girly or cute. I can even add pictures to the back. There's all kinds of stuff you can do to it to fancy it up. And then the back of the card is whatever I want to put on the back. If I were a realtor and I'm sending this to maybe, a client, I can have my realtor brand on the back, but I'm just me branding me. And so mine says, much love from our heart to your hands. Our daughter even has her own branding. We even have one for the dog, for the family, all different kinds. So save and go to send. Save and send. I can add a gift if I want to add a gift. They have tons of gifts, as I was saying. The most popular gift that they have are their brownies, which is right here, 2-pack of the world's most delicious brownies. And they have baby gifts, wedding gifts, mourning, loss, all kinds. Client gifts, if you have clients and you want to send baskets for closings or cheese things, they have all kinds of stuff. Their gifts are awesome. I never go to a store now to buy a gift. They even have gift cards if you want to send like Starbucks or Visa or Walmart or whatever. You can even do a gift card. I don't go to a store ever anymore, I tell you. Okay, so add recipient. And then I'm going to put in the mom's name because I have her address already in my system because I send her cards all the time. And then I hit done and ready to send. And you'll notice right here that it's free. And this is free, including the shipping, because I have the unlimited card send membership. And here's my favorite part about this whole thing right here is what this thing says when it's all processed. It just hits you. I think it's just genius. Come on, there we go. Congratulations, you just made the world a better place. Stop and think about if you were that little girl's mom and you were getting that card in the mail. Would it light your soul up? It would give you a dose of dopamine that would take you right into the center of their heart. Okay, so hang on, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a minute so I can show you something else. And stop share, and there we are. Oops, I think I stopped sharing the whole thing. Nope, I think we're here. Hold on, let me double check. Let me check your Facebook. Are we still here? Yes, we are. We're still here. Okay, so my point is that these get kept for a lifetime. They're not going to get thrown in the trash. And when people look at them, they think about you all the time. And so I always like to encourage people to just give it a test drive. Try it. This is how you'll know if it works or not. Try it for a month. Try it for a month, and every day send one random act of kindness out just to make somebody smile, just to put a smile on their face. Grab their picture, send it back to them, send a note, send a message, and lift somebody up and touch their world. And watch what happens about day 7 as those cards start landing in mailboxes after you start learning how to make them. Your phone starts blowing up, and right then you'll know the power of this tool in today's times where kindness is just not out there like it should be. We all thrive on love, every single one of us. Love is what thrives us and fuels us, and it pulls us down, and it makes us sad when we don't have it. And you can literally turn someone's world upside down and happy in an instant by sending them a card just to let them know you're thinking about them and that you value the role that they play in your life. All right, everyone. Stephanie, thank you so much for letting me do this for you. Is there anything else that you'd like to say or add?
Well, that was great, Darla. Thank you for doing that for me. I just want to say it's really touched my life. I get so much joy and blessings by sending people cards for things that they want to celebrate or losses that they've had. And I've gotten so many replies saying, thank you so much. You touched my world in a way that, I couldn't even imagine.
Awesome. That's great. All right, everyone. So get back with Stephanie. And if you would like to send a free card so that you can see how it works, she will help you facilitate doing that. If you're ready to just go ahead and go on to send out cards and see for yourself what plan fits you, go to sendoutcards.com, pick pricing, select your plan, and right there it'll ask you who your sponsor is. And you just put, is it in under Stephanie Wallace or Dave Wallace?
I think it's both of us, Dave and
Okay, Stephanie and Dave and Stephanie Wallace. And you'll see their name and just select their name. All right, and feel free to share this with your friends too. If you have friends that you think would be interested in this, Stephanie would love it if you would share this with your friends. She's on a mission to create a ripple of kindness in her universe. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.